What is up, guys? I hope you guys are doing well. Today I'm going to do something slightly different with this video. It's a special video, and I thought I'd give you a bit of a showcase of a day in the life that I'm doing. It's a beautiful morning so far today. It's 9 AM, 10 to 8 actually, and as soon as the first thing that I do in the morning is I'll go hit the gym. So I'm gonna head down to the gym now. I'm quite looking forward to it. I'm gonna be meeting up with a friend, so I'll see you guys when I get to the gym.
Keep your arms up.
I've just arrived home from the gym. It was a good workout. We had a nice chest day. We had a punching bag as well. We weren't that overly thrilled at our performance on the bench, so we took out our anger on the punching bag instead. So yeah, it was a good workout. I enjoyed it. The weather outside has completely gone grey, as you can see. It started raining when I was driving back as well, actually. So now I'm going to quickly shower, eat, do all that jazz, and I'm going to start getting on with some work. And the first thing is recording this week's video.
Now, you guys might be wondering how I actually record these videos, and it's literally just like this. I have a box with a phone on top, and currently what I'm recording on at the minute is my mum's phone, actually, but I'm just kind of borrowing at the minute for the time being to do this vlog. But essentially what I do is I just make sure that phone's angled correctly, I hit record, and then that's it. This is what you guys would see, but then this is what I would see. Just a nice view outside, and then just me talking to the camera. And you might be wondering as well, like, how do I have such good lighting in my videos? And it's literally because I just stand next to the window. Like, who needs expensive lighting when you can just use what God gave us, which was the sun? So I have a nice view outside, use the lighting in the daytime while I can, and just hit a video. Before, I would record videos at my desk, which is over here, and this is essentially my desk, my setup, my trading setup as well. There's nothing spectacular. I know it's really messy, but usually it's a lot cleaner than this when the day's over. But essentially what I'll do is I'll just turn this lamp on, and then there'll be the light that's facing towards me on my side. And essentially this is what I'd see when recording the video. The phone will be placed somewhere here, and essentially what you guys would see is something like this. Just me talking, and you'll see my bed and my wall and whatnot. But yeah, this is essentially my room. I've got like a massive wardrobe over here, which I can't lie, my clothes only occupy one of them, which is over there. But other than that, yeah, I just use this to get ready and whatnot. Damn, the mirror is actually really dirty, as I've just noticed. But yeah, this is essentially how I record videos in my room for now, anyway. And you don't need anything expensive in order to start up a YouTube channel. You can just, as long as you bring value, who gives a shit what your setup looks like, you know? So I'm gonna quickly do a video now, and I'll time lapse it on this phone, and then I think this vlog will be out later. So this video that I'm going to do now will be up at the time of this recording this week, and then this vlog that I'm currently recording now will be a video in the future. But yeah, that's essentially my content creation station, just me standing and talking.
just wanted to quickly show you guys how I actually edit my videos and what actually goes on behind the scenes when I make a video, for example. So one typical kind of video I'll make is a normal recording. So if I just open this is like the timeline, and it's so basic, these sort of videos to make, and it's literally just like loads and loads of different cuts if needed to edit out random pauses or random things which happen. And then essentially it's just the video from here, and it's just me talking pretty much.
We all know that we should be having discipline, but whether we choose to take the actual correct decision and the correct action to actually do the right thing and make...
But yeah, that's essentially how the videos get put together. It's just I just upload one chunk of content, sometimes maybe two if I forget to add something, and then just piece it all together and add it all in the timeline. I use the software that I'm using is called CapCut, and it's quite good. I initially found it through a YouTube video. Someone recommended to make short form content, because I now do short form content, if you didn't know, as well, on my YouTube, Instagram and TikTok. But the links to those are in my description below. But I'll show you a quick clip. This looks a lot more complicated than my normal videos, as you can see. It takes a lot longer to make a short than it does to actually make a normal video. So what I do with shorts is I take a timestamp of a video that I've done already, and I basically take a clip sample from that video, and then I just upload it and then find the sample in the timeline. And then after I do all the edits and whatnot, I add all these effects, all these filters and all the music, the captions and everything. It all comes together and layered together, and it makes something like this.
For the majority of people out there who've been doing this for a number of years, they've realised that they've developed some sort of baggage. They've put things on themselves.
So yeah, it's pretty cool what things you can actually make in video editing software. And I initially thought this was something that I found slightly boring, but if I just talk to you guys in the mirror, but it was initially something that I found boring for a long time, but because this is now something that I'm really interested in, something that I want to talk about, like trading, which is something that I can talk about for a long time, I figured let's try the short form content, try and expand my reach, and let's at least give it a go to see if it's something that I might like doing. And I just continue grinding out as many clips as I can, and this is essentially what I do: keep putting pockets of value in clips to then try and lead people on to doing, to lead them onto the actual main video at hand, where the real value is discussed in an original form. But yeah, that's essentially what goes on behind the scenes in a YouTube video. So now it's time to get ready to go look at the charts. I'm not actually going to be doing it here in my room, but I'm going to be going out into the city centre. I'm going to be meeting up with one of my friends, Ash, who you've probably seen in the earlier clip in the gym. So I'm going to be meeting up with him, and I'll introduce what he gets up to and what we usually do. So normally I'll be here in my room trading, but because it's a Tuesday, every Tuesday I meet up with him and I'll be doing my trading, whilst at the same time he'll be doing his work as well. We may be going to get a coffee as well, but we'll see when we get there, to be honest. But I'll see you when I get to his flat. So guys, I'm currently in my boy Ash's flat. I've got the trading setup open, and he's clearly calling for the camera, so I'll show him a sec. You've called for us, now you're going to be in the video. Yeah, here's my boy Ash.
Hey.
This is his flat. Really messy at the minute, but
It's in a minute. This is how I like it, by the way. This is normal for me.
yeah, he's currently a businessman, dropshipper. This is what he does. I'll quickly show you. He sells these products online. Pretty decent. If you want to check out his shop, by the way, I'll leave a link in the description to his TikTok and whatnot.
Cheers.
But this is exactly what I do on a Tuesday. Usually we'll go out we'll go grab a coffee. For me, a hot chocolate anyway, because I don't drink coffee. But then we'll just sit down and do some work. But we've decided it's too hot today, so we're just going to sit down and chill, and I can concentrate more on trading actually. So yeah, just going to carry on watching the charts now, and I'm going to set this phone aside and just do a quick time lapse of us just sat here and chatting intellectual chat to each other. So
Yeah, intellectual, yeah.
anyways, see you guys after the training. I'll show you what the outcome is. So guys, I'm going to end the charting session there. Nothing really happened. I've been sat here for about 2.5 hours and nothing that I expected to happen happened. So, you know, just the market was just being one-sided, and I can't really do much when that happens. So I guess that's one piece of advice I can give to you guys actually, if you're trying to get better at trading, which is you have to be content with missing out on big moves. It's really good for your psychology, and you shouldn't have to autistically think that you should be involved in every single move all the time, because with trading, it's if you focus on the destination, it's just going to keep going further and further away from you. So no trade taken today. I'm not bummed out about it. I'm content and I'm happy with it, because not taking a trade is better than losing, put it that way. So the time is almost 4 o'clock now, so I need to quickly go home and get ready for work. Is there anything you want to say, Ashton, before I end it here?
Yeah, TikTok, Moonlit Merchant, have a look. Discounts on my products are coming soon.
Look at this guy. He's just
The game is the game.
He's just plugging his shit in my first vlog. He's plugging all his shit. So if this vlog blows up and he gets business because of this, he can thank me. I'm the one that brought the business to him.
Yeah, for sure.
Right, cool. Anyways, I'll see you guys when I'm on my way to work. So I just put up to work, just made it on time actually, but yeah, I'll see you guys when I get inside. Alright guys, so I'm currently on work shift at the minute, and this is essentially what I do. I work in a retail store. It's a home furnishing store called Denelm, and the time currently is 6 PM and I've been on my shift for about 2 hours now, but it's an evening shift, and this is essentially what I do after trading to keep myself surviving in the real world. It varies from day to day what I end up doing, but sometimes I might be downstairs doing normal store operational things, but otherwise, as I'm doing it at the minute upstairs, I'm just sorting some things out, stock and admin wise, so hence why it's very quiet actually today, so hence why I'm actually able to film this. This is the real situation of what a developing trader goes through, having to work, you know. Yeah, this is essentially me in the warehouse, just walking about. We sell loads of things like furniture and outdoor things, curtains and whatnot. So yeah, it's crazy because I've had this job now for 4 years actually. This job has treated me well. The company's treated me well, and I've been here for a while. Funnily enough, today when I make this vlog, it'll be 4 years since I've had this job, and people ask me what's the risk that I've taken in my life to be able to try and do trading, and for me it's this. For some people, they say they might drop out of school or drop out of college and take on trading full time. For me, it's taking kind of a different path. It's very agonizing, because when you see your peers doing well in life and you're still kind of stuck here in the same position, you do feel somewhat jealous, somewhat painful, feel like you're suffering from what you're doing. But at the end of the day, it's the pain that you have to go through in order to become a successful trader, and thing is, most people will say this in hindsight as well, but I'm saying this to you now while I'm going through it as a developing trader. I'm in a working class, doing a working class hero approach at the minute, and I'm sure in due time my trading will help me get out of here, and I'll be able to document that as well. But a job's a job. It's keeping me surviving in the real world, so I can't exactly complain. I am very grateful for this job, but sometimes I do wonder, when is the time for me to depart? And it's always a question mark. Okay guys, well, I just finished my shift at work. It was an alright day actually. Nothing too crazy, nothing too difficult. Pretty chill. The time currently, apologise if you can't see my face as well, it's actually 9:30 at night right now, so I'm just going to be driving home now, so you'll probably be listening to me talk in the dark, but I think you can just about see me, so it's okay. But yeah, me being on my job is nothing. I don't exactly hate my job per se, but the problem is that I feel like my job is really holding me back from what it is I'm really trying to do. And what essentially my aim is I want to be able to pursue bigger and better things now, and this job was a stepping stone for me to be able to, you know, earn a living for myself, be able to have the ability to earn money and use it whilst I was living in uni, for example, whilst I was living away from home for 1 year. So having these sort of stepping stones is crucial, don't get me wrong, but it gets to a point in your life where you have to be able to really understand that at some point you have to just drop it. It gets to a point where these sort of endeavours that you do, like having a job, for example, having a little part-time job, which is basically what this job is, it becomes more of like an itch on your back, or a bug that's constantly pissing you off, basically, and you want to stop. You want to get out of it and make the itch go away, but unfortunately the only way it will go away is with time. And I've understood that now at this point, that if I wanted to really move on and also use trading as a stepping stone too, to do bigger and better things that I plan to do, then I understand it's going to take time. I don't see a reason of needing to quit so soon. This job is giving me stability, it's giving me an earning, it's giving me a very strict and fixed schedule which I can work with, basically. The problem is that unfortunately now it's time to move on to bigger and better things. So this is now what my plan is to do. Just carry on going until I make the breaking point. And when that breaking point is, I will never know. But like most other people who are successful at what they're doing, they also have to go through the struggle at some point in their life. And for me, this is what I'd like to say is my sort of struggle. I'm getting the taste of what I need to go through in order to eventually see. I need to go through the darkness enough to eventually see the light. My main struggle with that is the pressure, the external pressure that I'm getting from doing these sorts of, well, sticking to this life path, really. And a lot of people, they will talk about it as they become successful, or as they're going through their come up. They'll talk about it as they're going through it. But I figured it would be kind of nice to show you guys how it's like to actually go through it as you're doing it, and just to show that, you know, it's not. Although trading is a lonely path in itself, yes, there are other people that go through this sort of thing too. It's not, you're not totally in, you know, you got other people in the same boat with you, is essentially my point. Unfortunately for most people, they are happy with, you know, as soon as they feel some small discomfort,
they'll want to then move on to something else. Like, for example, there's a lot of people in my workplace who have now got the distaste of working in this environment because it's just such a negative environment to work in. A retail job, or just any sort of part-time job in general, like call centres or working in a fast food restaurant, all these sort of environments that you have to go through in the beginning stages of trying to earn money, they're not the best environments to be in. I had this job since I was pretty much 18. Now I'm 22, and 4 years have passed. I know this job pretty much inside out, but at the same time, the time for me to depart is really arriving. The amount of external pressure that I'm getting from people, from my family, from friends, from just general close people, because I stated before, it feels agonizing when I hear people talking about how difficult it really is to when you see them getting on in life and, you know, really advancing, getting a good job, having a good salary, you feel like they're doing better than you. And for me, I just have the urge, the competitiveness to want to do better. And so I understand that what I'm going through is uncomfortable. It's a form of delayed gratification, in my opinion. So I've chosen to really stay in the sticks, in the mud, for a lot longer than I should be. In due time, when eventually trading can take over and I can use that proper stepping stone to then move on to other endeavours that I want to eventually do. So I'm just pulling up to my house now, and I'm gonna just round up what I usually do at the end of the day. So now I'm back in my room, and the time is currently 10 p.m. So I've already eaten, and I've just kind of done my night routine as I wrap up for the day. And I just thought I'd take this time quickly before I end the vlog to just talk about my intentions in terms of my own personal brand on social media and whatnot. As I just gave you my life update in the car, I thought I'd just give you a update in terms of this, YouTube and social media. But first, I just wanted to start by saying thank you to you guys who are continually showing support across all of my social media platforms, and especially you guys who are always active on the Discord community server. I really do appreciate you guys for really staying active, and I've met loads of guys, loads of different people, which is nice to see. Guys of different experiences in their trading, some guys who are doing better than me, doing way better than me, and some guys who are just starting out, and it's nice to be able to interact with these kinds of people. The guys who are always showing up on my webinars, I appreciate you guys as well. I'm sure you guys find the value in the conversations that we have about life outside of trading and how important it is. My intentions in terms of this, the social media and YouTube side, is not really to push for numbers or to try and reach the next milestone, but it's more so just to keep providing value when I can. I'd rather have like a small amount of followers or subscribers and have a huge engagement rather than having millions of followers, millions of subscribers and having very little engagement. So my main purpose for this channel is to obviously keep documenting my own journey in terms of trading and things that I encounter as I'm going through it, because I'm not unique in any way. I'm sure what I go through is also what other people go through as well. So it's kind of like me talking to my past self and to other people out there who are also going through the same struggles as I am. I am by no means a amazing trader. I'm still going through my own development, and I'm still going through my own struggles, as everyone does in what they're trying to pursue. But me documenting this is just to kind of show that we're all in the same boat. So I'm just going to wrap up the vlog here. That is essentially a day in my life. I really appreciate you guys if you would just take a second to like the video and subscribe, and you also leave a comment on what you thought of the video, and if you think I should do this again in the future.
It took me quite a long time to do this sort of video and gather all the footage and whatnot, but I'm sure you guys will enjoy it. So appreciate you guys if you watched the video this far. Stay happy, stay blessed, and thanks for watching.